Hi everyone, thank you for joining me this evening. Tonight I'm gonna make one of my favorite dishes. I think everybody loves dim sum, right? And one of the best dim sum dishes out there is Siu Mai, or as Filipinos call it, Siomai. There's different flavors and different versions of it. There's a Chinese version, of course, and there's also a Thai version. And of course we have our Filipino version, and that's what I'm going to be making tonight with my own twist. So let's get to it. So the main ingredient for our siomai is ground pork. So along with the ground pork, we also have some shrimp we are also going to be grounding up. We also have some carrots, we have onions. I'm also going to be using salt and pepper. Also have, which is the twist that I was talking about, I have some shiitake mushrooms which we are going to incorporate later on once we have our mixture all set up. Also part of our ingredients is sesame oil and oyster sauce. Now I got my carrots chopped up. Having a food processor really helps out in this situation. If you don't have one, obviously you have to chop it by hand and use your amazing knife skills. But since I don't have amazing knife skills, the food processor comes in handy. At this time, we're also going to grind up our shrimp so we can put it in our mix. So in case you're wondering, I have about 3 pounds of ground pork. I used about a dozen shrimp. The shrimp is there just to impart a little bit of the shrimp flavor. It's totally optional, but I find it's really good mixed in with the pork. I used 1 carrot, medium-sized carrot, and I also only used a half an onion. So right now we're going to be seasoning our mixture with a little bit of salt, not too much. We're not gonna make it as salty since siomai usually always comes with a sauce, dipping sauce on the side, and I find it's better to have the dipping sauce and not put too much salt into the mixture. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, about a quarter cup, I'm sorry, not a half cup. A quarter cup of oyster sauce. About a couple of teaspoons of sesame oil, not too much. And our last ingredient to complete this mixture before we put in our mushrooms. Since we have a lot here, I'm going to be using 2 eggs. Now there's really no easy way to do this except to use your hand, so get in there and mix this all up. I suggest wearing a pair of gloves or some gloves. So now that we got our mixture done, we're gonna put it and let it sit for a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and chop up our mushrooms so we can incorporate some chunks. I wanna be able to chew on it a little bit. So I want some bigger pieces of mushroom in this mixture. So I took about half a container of this. This is 5 grams or so, or 5 ounces, I'm sorry, 142 grams. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give this just a rough chop. There you go. I think we're good. Then we can go ahead and incorporate that into our mixture. So let me go ahead and prepare my steamer for this. I have a bamboo steamer, but unfortunately I don't have any parchment paper. So if you don't have any parchment paper, all you need to do is get some cooking oil and just brush it, brush your steamer with it. Doesn't matter if you have a metal steamer or a bamboo steamer. You don't want it without oil if you don't have the parchment paper, because it's going to stick. So now that we're all prepared here, we can start making our siu mai. So I just learned this trick today. And unfortunately, I don't have any round siu mai wrappers. You really want round siu mai wrappers. I couldn't find any. I have the square ones. So what you can do to work around it is cut the corners. Not too much. So you want it, I guess, you want an octagon. Go ahead and take your siu mai wrapper. Get about a teaspoon of filling of our mixture. Use your spoon. And what you want to do is you take and cup the mixture. Kind of give it a good squeeze, not too hard of a squeeze, right? And then you can go ahead and flatten. There you go. Now you have that little pouch. This is going to be the last one for this batch. Now we can go ahead and steam these. We're going to let that go for about 15 minutes. So while that's steaming, I'm going to be making the sauce, or the dipping sauce for this. So it's going to be soy sauce. We have some soy sauce right here. You can use light soy sauce if you want, but this is just regular soy sauce. Using a little bit of vinegar for some acidity. I'm also going to be using a little bit of brown sugar. And since I have some chili garlic oil, I'm going to use some of that as well. Not too much, just to give it a little heat. And everybody can add as much as they want or as little as they want. There it is. That's it. That's your dipping sauce. Here we go. I think we're ready. Here's our siu mai. There they are. And then we're going to do a taste test. Here we go, guys. Our taste test of our siu mai. It's still nice and hot. That's the one. There it is. Alright. I guess we can eat dinner now while the next batch is steaming over there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly will. I hope you learned something. It's just a very simple process, right? Just put everything together, mash everything together. I think the hardest part is putting it in the wonton wrapper or the siu mai wrapper. But if you get the hang of it, I mean, it takes a couple of seconds, and you should be done. You should be good to go. But make it fun for yourselves. So guys, thank you for hanging out with me here in the kitchen tonight. This is Foodie A1C. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it down in the comment section below, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. So guys, I hope you're having a very Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you until next year, have a happy, happy New Year. Peace. I am out.